about right. That's all time. That's all time.
Derek Jeter is top 3 shortstop.
Good morning, good afternoon. This is Thanks Tuddies, presented by Tubbs and Franke. Today's a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and let me tell you why. We are sipping on a crisp, cold Busch Light Apple. Not sure if I can show this. We don't have any sponsors, so it doesn't matter. But it finally hit Michigan. Came out Monday. Quick funny story. I will be sipping it on the air. You'll hear one more crack. I'm limiting myself to 2. It is a weeknight. I'm not an alcoholic. I've just waited years and years for this to be here. I had a long day today. It was a very long day. Frankie, I forgot to tell you why, but I'll tell you why after the episode. But yeah, I saw a post. I'm in a group called 2025, The Return of Busch Light Apple. And somebody posted that it was at a Meijer 5 minutes from my work. So I left work to go get 5 cases. 3 for me, 1 for a coworker, 1 for my fodder. I found out Amish people say fodder. And then, went grocery shopping last night, and I grabbed 2 more cases. So I am sitting on...
Question, what time of the day did you go get these cases?
It was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
The first 5, yeah. And then the second 2 were at... that was at... what time was that? 7 or so. So those were a little bit more normal. But yeah, definitely got some looks at 8 a.m. walking to the cash register with 5 cases of Busch Light Apple. But some people knew. So anyways, let's get right into it. Locks and Longshots. 13 and 17 now on my locks. ChatGPT is 4 and 5. I'm 5 and 4. Get fucked. I was just waiting on the Nuggets to win the series. They did. Last week I had the Astros money line versus the Tigers. They did win indeed. A little comeback. And then ChatGPT had the Braves -1.5 at the Rockies. That did hit as well. This week, we're riding out Guardians moneyline at the Nationals. The Nationals are bad. The Guardians are okay. Game 2 of the doubleheader tonight, -120. Just needed something light and easy. Get the juices flowing. ChatGPT went with the Mets moneyline at the Diamondbacks, -110. They liked the run line at +150. However, I am making long shots strictly dingers. So, long shots. 4 and 17. ChatGPT is 2 and 6 versus me. I don't know what I am versus them. I didn't keep track for some reason. So last week we were still waiting on the Pistons to win over the Knicks. They didn't. That was a loss. ChatGPT was waiting on the Wolves. They did beat the Lakers. That's a W. Last week, me and ChatGPT both hit our long shots. I had Schwarber +300. ChatGPT did have Judge +210. Both hit. Both in the first inning. No, not both. Schwarber's was a leadoff. Judge was in the 3 spot, I think. So this week, why not run it back? Schwarber, Dinger Tuesday, +260. And then ChatGPT liked Kyle Tucker at +400 tonight. Hopefully the wind's blowing out for him. He also liked Riley Green. That game got postponed. I was definitely going to take that. And then he liked Ohtani as well, but fuck that. Give it some juice. So another one I was looking at was a little parlay. I liked Schwarber and Harper tonight. Not gonna take it, but just to float it out there to you guys. Just so next week I can hopefully say, wow, I should have bet that. Wonder what that would have been. But your locks and long shots, sir.
All right. My locks and long shots. We are up to 25 and 18 on the locks. Perfect week last week. 3-0. Went mostly Brewers.
3-1.
Yeah, I guess that one does count. We had the Bucks +1.5 games in the Pacers series that lost. Brutal way to lose. Bucks took game 5 into overtime. We're up by 8, I believe, with 8. 40 seconds left. Gary Trent Jr. hit 4 straight threes to give us that lead in overtime. And then he dropped the ball, fumbled it, fell out of bounds. And we blew an 8-point lead with 40 seconds left and lost the game, lost the series. So Bucs season is over. Everybody's saying Giannis is out. I think last week I said I was worried about it. I'm not. I've changed my tune. Giannis is a Buck for life. Whatever. That's a loss. Basketball season's done anyways. Last week, though, we had the Brewers series money line and the Phillies series money line parlayed, -114. That was a dub. We had the Brewers -1.5 versus the White Sox last Tuesday. They won pretty handily, I believe. I don't remember what the score of that game was. 8-2. Perfect. And then we also had the Brewers Braves Moneyline parlay on Tuesday, minus 101. That was a dub as well.
Braves won 7-2.
Nice. Should have just parlayed the minus 1.5. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I had the Philly series Moneyline last week in a parlay. I'm going to take it outright this week versus the Rays. It's minus 125. Not bad. Phillies are a good team. Rays are not fantastic. And then for tonight, I'm going to take the Dodgers money line versus the Marlins, parlayed with the Royals money line versus the White Sox. Sticking to the fading bad teams. This is minus 105. Long shots, 12-44, 2-2 last week. Technically, could have been a 3-2 with a major same game parlay hit, but did not take it as an official play. We had Pete Alonso for a dinger last Tuesday. That hit. We had Francisco Lindor for a dinger. That also hit. The same game parlay plus 1,800, which was not an official play, did hit. I did have real cash on it, so that was nice. I think I went 5-0 or 6-0 on home runs that day that I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Great Tuesday for me last week. Love Dinger Tuesday. And then for the Kentucky Derby, we had Journalism to win, which was a loss, and Citizen Bowl to win, which was a loss. Funny story, I put out like $100 to $125 worth of bets, I think, for the Kentucky Derby. I went over. I got murked. I actually had...
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think that's hard to do.
So a lot of the stuff that I was listening to is like, take Journalism as the winner. Like, Journalism is just going to be the clear favorite. There's not really any chance that this horse loses. And then I kind of paid attention to the Derby on Saturday and the races leading up to it, as well as the Oaks on Friday and some of the races leading up to it. It was all favorites, all Friday, all Saturday. And I was like, great, this is perfect for Journalism. Journalism's the favorite. I'm looking good. Almost all my bets that had like a single outright winner had Journalism as the winner. I think it was a trifecta, so the first three in order that had Journalism 1, Sovereignty 2, and I think Baeza as 3. It ended up being Sovereignty 1, Journalism 2, and then a random horse 3. I don't remember which horse it was, but that was probably the closest I got to a win. And I didn't have anything on Sovereignty, so that one really sucked. But that's the past. Bad weekend of the Derby. That's why I only bet it once a year. This week, I'm going straight dingers, 3 of them. I like all of these tonight, honestly. Andy Pages dinger Tuesday, plus 475 against the Marlins. Cal Quantrill's pitching. It's in Miami. Cal Quantrill's not a good pitcher. Andy Pages has been hot. Plus 475, we'll take that. Brandon Lau, he's been cold.
You love him.
But I do love him for Dinger Tuesday. Yeah. The wind is blowing out to right. He's got Zach Wheeler, which is a little bit scary matchup. But Zach Wheeler has not been the normal Zach Wheeler this year. I feel like I faded Zach Wheeler one other time for Dinger Tuesday, but it's whatever. Just need one dinger from Brandon Lau. Maybe this can be the start of a hot streak for him. Plus 500. And then Vinny P, baby, tonight, plus 560, going up against the White Sox. Believe it is in Chicago. Don't know for sure, but Vinny P's been hot. Kansas City's been hot. We'll take that plus 560. So,
all right. Excuse me. I just realized if drinking these, I'm going to burp a ton. So apologize for that in advance. A little bit of NBA talk. Both of our teams got eliminated. That's that. So
NBA season's over.
NBA season's over. One little Pistons note, that game was tough to watch. They gave up an 11-1 run to close the game and get eliminated. Lose by 1.
Both of our teams lost in the same exact style.
I think yours hurt a little more because you guys were up 8, hit some huge shots, and then salted it all away, and then gave the ball away in terrifying fashion. And basically, it was a buzzer beater. So I think yours hurt a little bit more, probably. I I don't know, though. I mean, you've experienced a championship, so maybe it hurt less because I was like, damn, we win this, go back to New York, anything can happen. And they gave up an 11-1 run. So
I think
it was like
hurt the most.
It was an earned 11-1 run, too.
Yeah. I think what hurt most about the Bucks series was that it wasn't on TV. It was only on NBA TV.
Oh, really?
So I was watching the game tracker on ESPN while also trying to get my MLB DFS lineups in for the night. And we're up 8. So I switched tabs and I was like, there's only 40 seconds left. There's no way we lose this. Got my lineups in, came back to check it. Game was over. We lost. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I watched the videos on Twitter and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's how we lost? That's how the season ended?
Yeah.
Yeah, brutal.
But. Yep. So with that said, MLB's ongoing. We've talked about it a couple times. We'll probably have some MLB stuff, but we're back to segments. So today we've got Immaculate Grid as always. Guess Who? That's coming back. You guys remember that. And then we have a little new one we're going to try out. We're calling it Discussion. So we have 2 points that I made. Maybe next week you make 2. And we're just going to talk about it. Similar to last week with 100 men versus 1 gorilla. So we'll see if we agree, see if we disagree. Hopefully we disagree. It'll be a longer, more fun conversation than agreement. But we'll see. So let's start with Immaculate Grid. Let me pull it up here. Austin may or may not have cheated. We're not sure yet. He did say he looked at it, and then he said he came up with some he's got some deep takes. So I consider that cheating, but we'll see how it goes. Excuse me.
Oh, across the top. Baseball, not for football, sorry.
Oh, baseball's fine. I don't give a shit about that one. Chargers, Rams, only one team going down. Titans, Browns, Giants. So Giants, only one team. You've got, does Eli Manning count? Yeah, because he never played a game for the Chargers. That's chalk. Strahan. Rondé Barber, do you think he played for another team? Or you can go like, nope, that doesn't count. Tyrone Tracy, has he played for another team?
No, he'll be a second year.
I feel like Tyrone Tracy's a good pull. I feel like rookies go good here because everybody's going to put Eli Manning. Let's put Tracy. Tyrone Trace. I don't want to spell his name wrong. There we go. 5%. Perfect. Browns one team. Huh?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
I think that's a great pull. Manziel, that's probably upper. DTR is a good pull. Yeah, we're gonna put DTR. 3%. Great pull. Titans one team.
Burks.
That's a good pull. Or you could put. Nope. I don't know if he's only played for one. You could put. Nope. He played for multiple. Okay. Let's do Traylon Burks. I like that. Is that how you spell his name? That's him, right? 22 to 24. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, 10%. A little higher. That's fine. That's a good start.
Chargers, Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tyrod Taylor here. You could also go Giants. Chargers.
So did Tyrone not Tyrone? Did he play a game for the Chargers though? Yeah, he was starting when they punctured his lung, right?
I was gonna say I think he was starting.
Okay. Let's try to find one for the other and then we'll be done. Did Mike Williams go to the Browns? No. He went to like the
I don't think
Steelers or something. Oh, Steelers. He went to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This feels like a kicker.
I got another one, not to get us off of subject here, but Browns, Rams, Baker.
Yep, that's good. And he hasn't played for any of those.
Yeah,
let's do Baker. I like Baker. We'll take chalk. Let's go 9 out of 9. Damn, 47. That was higher than I thought it was going to be. Rams Giants feels like there's a receiver there. Demarcus Robinson. Did he play for the Giants? I'm not confident that he did. What about backup quarterbacks? Fitzy play for any of these teams? No. No, actually, none of them, I think.
Titans. Right. He played for the Titans.
Did he play for the Rams?
I don't think so.
About Josh McCown. He played for the Giants, I think. I don't know. I can only ever remember Josh McCown as a Jet. All right, lock it. Chargers, Browns, Chargers, Giants.
No Jarvis. No Amari Cooper. No.
Chargers defense is so hard. I don't know any Chargers defensive players. Junior Seau, did he play for? No, he only played for the Patriots. Where'd that Chargers D-back go after he chased the money and then he sucked?
I don't know.
Didn't Asante Samuel Jr. go to the Chargers after the Titans? This one's tough. I don't know anything here. Taylor Heineke. Did he play for any of these other teams?
No.
Damn, that was a bag pull.
Not that I know of, at least.
See, Eli Manning would technically work for Chargers Giants, but he didn't play a game for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, nope.
I was going to say Drew Brees didn't play for any of them.
I don't know any Chargers quarterbacks. I mean, they went from Brees to Rivers to Herbert. Huh?
I was going to say Brees, Herbert, Rivers, Tyrod Taylor. I'm trying to think of even.
I mean, running backs, dude. Gus Edwards. Who was there before? Where did Melvin Gordon go? Did he go to any of these?
LT.
No. LT went to the Jets, and that was it.
Chris Johnson for the Titans.
What about Vincent Johnson? Ooh, or Vincent Jackson.
I don't know that name. Oh, Vincent Jackson.
I know he went to the Bucks.
I was going to say, I know he played for some other teams, but I don't know.
What about tight ends? Think Chargers tight ends. Antonio
Henry.
Gates, Hunter Henry. Dude, we know a lot of Chargers, but this ain't hitting. There's nothing here. Kickers. What about Fat Randy?
I thought Fat Randy too, but I don't think he played for the Rams.
What about punters?
Or the Chargers.
Johnny Hecker.
Johnny Hecker is definitely on the Rams.
Yeah, but none of these other teams.
You don't think he went Titans?
I think he went Rams to. Ooh. I don't know. We'll have to look that one up after. Johnny Hecker might have been a bag pull.
Where did Marquette King go after the Raiders?
He was on the Steelers for a second. I think that was the end of his career. Think about your team. Think about your team that got players from these guys. Dude, this is a rough board.
I can only think Malik Willis.
It's a cornerback for Chargers Titans. I don't know what his name is though.
For some reason, I feel like Eli Apple actually played for both of those.
No, Eli Apple was Bengals, Giants, and that's all I know. What about Eric Weddle? Where did he go? The Ravens? That's about it. Dude, I mean, we are coming up with some names here. And we got nothing. This is a shitty board. Should we do MLB and come back? Maybe it'll refresh us. I don't know. It's not even bad podcasting. I mean, we're throwing some names out here.
Yeah. You can.
Let's go baseball and come back. Let's go baseball.
Unless you want to put Tyrod Taylor on there just to knock one of them off.
No, because we need to. Tyrod Taylor is two answers in one if we can come up with one for the other team.
Yeah,
all right.
I guess.
Baseball. Braves, Brewers, 6+ WAR season across the top. Going down. Twins, Astros, All-Star. What's your deepest Brewers All-Star name?
Corey Hart. Pretty deep.
Confirmed All-Star?
Yeah, I remember at least one.
1%. That's fantastic.
Braves
All-Star. Braves All-Star, William Contreras. Do you think that's deep or
so, not? Okay. I have one, and I don't know. So, you're going to remember this name, too. Shane Green was an all-star.
With the Tigers. I'm pretty confident he went to the Braves and sucked ass.
Year
no.
That he was traded, so I don't know if it would work.
He definitely played in the Tigers uniform. When paired with a team, the player must have represented that team in the game. Yeah, no, he was.
That was my deepest name when I was looking at the board today, and I was like, Shane Green might be a really good pull if that works.
No, he was a Tiger that year.
Okay.
I'm gonna Google it. We're not gonna use it if it's true, but I'm gonna Google it. What team was Shane Green in All-Star for? He was the Tigers' sole representative. Yep. All right. Good job, Jake. Kept him away from it. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he went to the Braves and sucked ass, though. Let's see. Atlanta. He went there. He was 1-0 with a 2.6 ERA. So he was pretty good. He was pretty good in 2020. Wait, what the hell?
I'm going to pull up the grid and just put it in just to see what the percentage is, if it works.
It won't work. Oh, never mind. He went to Atlanta. It sucked. 4 ERA, 27 games, 1 save. Oh, 1 save and 3 save opportunities. What's 10 holds? And then 2020, he sucked. Didn't even get a save opportunity. Well, that year was short, but 21, he sucked. Went to the Dodgers, sucked. Yeah, he was never the same after that year. He was really good in 2018. All right. You don't have any other... Huh?
I got deep one. Twins, Brewers, Gary Sanchez.
Nice.
Brewers, Astros. You could go anybody from the Hader trade. So Hader, Mauricio Dubon, Mike Fiers.
Oh, Mike Fiers is deep. Yeah, 2%. That's deep. All right,
Twins 6+ WAR season. The only reason I like this name is because I just got a card of him in MLB The Show, and I don't
Byron
remember
Buxton.
No. Tony Olivia.
You cut out. What was it?
Tony Olivia.
Olivia or Oliva? Oh, I missed a letter.
Oliva, sorry.
They didn't even have WAR back then.
Yeah, they did.
All right. Great call. Wow. Astros 6+ WAR. You could go Verlander. You could go Granke was pretty good, right?
Springer.
Lance
Biggio,
Berkman. Lance Berkman. I like Berkman. I think that's deep.
I think you got to go either one of the older guys.
We're going Berkman.
Berkman or Biggio.
We're going Berkman. Bang, 6%. Let's go.
Not bad.
All right. I don't know. 6+ WAR All-Star. Like, I feel like this is gonna be a low percentage automatically. So you need me to pull out like a Michael Fulmer. Like, do you think he had a 6+ WAR that season? Pitchers have higher WARs in general, correct?
It depends. Honestly, so I kind of thought of this one with the Twins 6+ WAR. One of like the best Twins. So like
Justin Morneau.
Morneau would be up there. Bert Blyleven was like one of the best pitchers of all time for the Twins. Kirby Puckett is probably up there.
We got to do Bert Blyleven. How the hell do you spell that? Right there.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it? Nice, 0.04%. Had a kid.
I was gonna say otherwise, like Springer.
I feel like that one was automatically low percentage.
Yeah,
but that's a pull. Anytime you get below 1%. All right. Now we gotta lock it. All right. Braves All-Star. You can go Chipper Jones. That's probably high as fuck.
By the way, I put in Shane Green, and it did work.
Damn, what's the percentage?
0.001.
Oh. Technically, it shouldn't work, though. He didn't play.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's like a cheat where, like, if they were an All-Star the same year they were traded.
Right.
That it works.
You know what, Austin? Fuck you guys.
Shane Green.
Anybody that's upset about that, fuck you. I don't care. Shane Green, 0.01%. Frankie said it. I said, oh, no, he was a Tiger that year. Doesn't fucking matter. That's Immaculate Grid's fault. We're taking it. Fuck you guys. What a pull. Great pull, Frankie. Great fucking pull.
Two sub 1%ers.
That's 2 sub 1%ers. Yep.
All
right, let's get deep here. Everything is under 6%. This has got to be like the run of a lifetime. And we only cheated for one of them.
The thing is, there's a lot of, like, these are 2-3 bigger teams, and I couldn't tell you almost anyone that's played on both.
Well, this is a problem. Braves and Stros.
Like, I feel like those two teams just never link up because they're always
Braves and Twins. Let's start Braves and Twins. I feel like that's easier. Did Torrey Hunter ever play for the Braves? Didn't Josh Donaldson have a Braves stint?
Yeah. Yep.
That's a pull. We're using that. He played for the Twins too, correct?
Yes.
Because he had that one. Yes. I think that's a pull. Okay, 16. 16's fine. 16's fine. Come on.
Was
Braves and Stros.
No, Soler was only Braves. He was never Astros. I feel. Oh.
Wait.
There's a name.
Are you sure? No, he hit. Wait.
He hit the home run in.
He hit that huge home run in Houston.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. That's why I'm thinking, like, oh,
but he was with the Braves. I think his is.
This is a pitcher.
Braves.
This is a pitcher. Think Braves pitchers. We can go chalk if we need to. There's got to be a chalk. There's always chalk with fucking baseball. Do you think
was Dallas Keuchel ever on the Braves?
Time out. I think we just end this off with an Octavio Dotel. I know he played for the Braves.
He was definitely on the Houston Astros.
I think he ended off with Octavio Dotel out of respect.
That's
even
fine.
If we're wrong.
That's fine.
We're going Octavio Dotel. Come on. I think this would be really good. It would definitely be the best that I've ever been a part of. Oh, man. Did he play for the Braves, though? Oh, fuck. Fuck it. Yes!
Let's go.
Yes! 3% for Octavio Dotel. Wow. Charlie Morton.
Do we have a single chalk?
No. Not a single chalk.
Damn. I think Eddie Rosario was the other one I was thinking for Braves Astros, but I don't know if he ever got to the Astros. I knew he was on the Twins, but
who was it? That was
Keuchel.
Oh
yeah, no, I was thinking Keuchel though for Braves Astros.
That's a pull. 34 rarity score. That's pretty good, and we only technically cheated for one. Dallas Keuchel, you said? Keuchel teams. Dallas Keuchel played for. Whoa! Oh, he's in the Brewers minor league system.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's a free agent. Never mind. He's a free agent. Previously played. Hang on. Where did this go? What the fuck? Astros, Braves. There you go. Astros and Braves.
Okay. Good to know.
I think that Dotel was a bigger pull. Oh, yeah. Probably. No shit. That's why I knew he played for the Astros. He's got the hat on in this picture. What a pull. All right. Come on. Let's round it out with football now. Come on. Let's go. All right. Back to it. God, these teams are just so 2%. Gross.
I just checked my grid.
He was 2?
Yeah.
Damn. I wonder how much deeper we could have got than Donaldson. All right. Rams and Titans. Rams and Titans feels gettable, man. I don't know why. Todd Gurley. Where did he go? Just Atlanta, right? And he was out of the league.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. Demarcus Robinson for the Giants and Rams just feels so right. So right.
I just don't know.
Brandon Cooks? Nope. None of these teams. Is
there like any linemen?
Dude, I don't know linemen.
Me neither.
There is a lineman for Giants, Rams. Andrew something. Let's see if I can type in his name to get him. Andrew Whitworth, no. Andrew Luck, no. This is going to take too long. Andrew Thomas. No. That's going to take too long. I got to come up with a last name. Bro, come on. No. How come I can't come up with Chargers tight ends? Like, who did they have after Antonio Gates but before Hunter Henry?
Donald Parham and...
Who's the dude that got knocked the fuck out? Jared Cook.
Oh, yeah.
Jared Cook is Rams and Chargers. It's so fucking annoying when they do that to me. Dude, who's played for the Rams and Titans?
I think
honestly, I think Fitzy played for the Rams. Can't you picture him in a St. Louis big old Ram helmet?
Yeah, actually.
I'm putting Fitzy, and if we're wrong, we're giving up. I'm over this one. All right, there you go. All right. Yeah. I just had it random.
Sometimes I forget about St. Louis. So then... Well...
Ooh! Who's the wide receiver that got knocked the fuck out? What about Stedman Bailey?
Who?
He's a cornerback.
What about Sam Bradford? Did he ever go to the Giants?
No, he played Rams and I think just the Vikings, and he was out of the league.
Now I'm trying to think of like St. Louis guys. I don't know many.
Steven, who's that running back? Steven, didn't he go to the Giants? Steven, like Ridley or something, I thought. No. What the hell's that guy's name? There's two Ridleys. Obviously, Calvin Ridley. Stevan Ridley. I'm just not confident enough to do that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know any fucking Chargers or Titans.
Yeah. OBJ. Giants, Rams.
Giants, Rams. There you go.
Wow, that took way too long.
Yeah, and that's definitely the chalk pick too, but we have to. All right, we just need to come up with a Chargers player. Chargers Titans can be the hard one here.
Yeah.
Running back, fullback.
There's definitely a cornerback for Chargers Titans.
I'm telling you, I think it's Asante Samuel Jr. How long has he been in the league?
Not very, I don't think.
Fuck it. No!
It might be senior. All right, so put Tyrod for Giants. That's probably the chalk.
Damn it. What the fuck? How many Taylors are there?
A lot.
He's going to pop up here in a second. I'm confident. All right, this is ridiculous.
It's the only Tyrod, though.
I'm giving up. I'm over this one. You good?
Yep.
Charlie Whitehurst, that's a random backup, and then Tyrod Taylor for both. Let's see what we missed on here. Chargers Titans has a lot of players, actually.
Yeah.
And we didn't know a single.
Probably no-namers.
Dude, these are all fucking no-namer. Hassan Haskins apparently played for the... I kind of knew that, low-key. I had his Titans rookie card, and I knew that Jim Harbaugh signed him. Lorenzo Neal, there's a fullback. I did say fullback. I don't know fullbacks, though. Receiving, Jared Cook, Titans, Chargers.
Damn. I kind of forgot he was...
one season with the Chargers. Dexter McCluster, that's a big name. I mean, played 6 games with the Chargers. He had 7 catches. Oh, he's a running back, though. Yeah, I mean, there is nothing here. These are all no-namers. Okay, and then, what was it? Chargers, Browns that we technically missed, even though we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are fucking no-namers. Yeah, no-namers. That's a tough board.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. All right, let's close this out because we're done. Yes, okay. All right. So now on to Guess Who. Do you want me to go first or you to go first?
I can go first. Let me just prep this.
All right, so we got quarterback, NFL quarterback.
Share the screen real quick.
99 to 2009. There you go. 99 to 2009. I'm going to take a guess here before you remove one for me.
Okay.
We're going to go with, all right, so in 2000, 2001, 2002, I think that star means like Pro Bowl. I'm just guessing. And so 2000, 2001, 2002, that's probably a quarterback that was decent. We're going to go Dante Culpepper.
No.
All right. Do you need me to look away while you're changing?
Nope, you're good.
All right. Let's look at these stats.
He
okay.
was a Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler. Comeback Player of the Year in 2005. Wait. Oh, 2006.
Here, let me zoom out a little bit.
What's that yellow highlight for? Can you tell me that without giving it away?
Hovering. Yeah, okay. It's not anything.
So he never really won. 2009 was his last year. Quarterback.
I mean, I guess I can get rid of this number 2 here. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to get this till I get teams, but I kind of want to try. I feel like you... Wait, where's...
Oh, I guess you could tell one thing out of this.
It doesn't have rushing
based on the bottom section.
It shows me that he played for 5 different teams.
Yes.
99 to 09. Huh. I'm going to go with... Give me Matt Castle. I think that's 2 before him, but...
No.
Okay.
All right. Let's get rid of both of these.
Maybe. You might have to help me read that. San Fran, Cleveland, Detroit, Philly, Tampa, Philly.
Yeah, why can't I get rid of this? There we go. San Fran, Tampa, Philly, Cleveland, and Detroit.
San Fran for 5 years. He was starting in San Fran. 2001, he was good. Damn, he was 29 when he started? I don't know if I know this person. He's in Detroit at 35. I picked this player
by doing a random wheel
Sean
spin.
Hill.
No. Do you want one more?
Yeah, I want to
random wheel spin. Landed on a letter, and then I went to Football Reference, clicked on this letter until I scrolled and found somebody.
Is there any chance I know this person?
Yeah, 100%.
Kevin Kolb.
No.
Damn.
I can give you the letter.
No, I don't want it yet. I don't want it yet. I got a couple more guesses. Damn, he threw for 4,200 yards in 2000. It's just like, who was quarterback in 2000? I was a year old. I don't know. It's not Jake Plummer. Detroit in 05, he played 5 games. 05, we were terrible. 05, we would have had Joey Harrington, so he probably got hurt or benched.
You're close. I can feel it.
I mean, it's a career backup. He started for 3 years. And he started again in 2007 for Tampa. It's not that guy.
4-time Pro Bowler, though.
That's the problem here. He made 4 Pro Bowl. He made a Pro Bowl at 6 and 10. Like what? Give me the first letter of the first name.
J.
Josh. Jake. James. John.
Nope.
Justin.
Nope.
Jared.
Nope.
Jamie.
No, but closer.
James.
No.
Jameson.
No. Quarterback, come on. First letter of the last name, G.
JG. How did you not end up with Jared Goff?
No.
JG. Gervin. Gerva. Gerja. Gone. Fuck, I need to stop doing that. That's not going to help me. Look at the fucking stats here. 49ers. 29 years old. Who starts at 29? Well, at this time, the UFL and shit was like in full swing, and then the XFL even. All right, I think you got me. I don't know.
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia. Oh, my God. I know Jeff Garcia. And I knew he played for the Lions.
I thought he went to Tampa once you started.
Fuck. I didn't know he was with San Fran that long, though. You know, it's funny. I watched this channel on YouTube. They do a lot of like sports trivia shit. Jeff Garcia is a constant joke in their videos for unknown reasons. Hey, he's a good one to remember for Grid. 49ers, Cleveland, Detroit, Philly, Tampa, and Philly again.
Yeah.
Jeff Garcia, what's their running joke? I think he was like, I thought they used to say he was in the MVP conversation. I mean, 12-4. Did he go to a Super Bowl? Is that what it was? I don't know. Either way. All right. It's your turn. To
share again?
I'm going to try to. Yeah, if you could, actually, because I've got you split screen. So if you can share mine.
Okay. Let me just get this centered here.
Damn it. I'm pissed I missed that one. So you must have been close to Jared Goff then if you went to a random one.
I mean, I must have been.
Gotcha.
All right.
You are going to start with not that one. Not that one. What about this one? No. Actually, I want you to guess before I remove anything because I did that.
Well, so first thing I realized is it says conference class, but it also says completions, attempts, completions. So this is a college quarterback. 2023, correct. I'm assuming red shirt by the asterisk.
I don't know.
Okay. Second year player, Arch Manning.
No. I'll give you his conference, though. Where's my delete button on this piece of shit computer? This one? What the? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. There we go. There's his conference.
SEC.
Actually, here, I'll give you this, too. I'll give you two. He was a red shirt.
Motherfucker. Is this Nico?
It's Nico Immaculate. Oh, yeah. What a guess. I knew you were going to get that one quick. I thought it was funny. Look at these
2,600 yards. Pretty good.
2,600 yards. Look at that completion percentage, too. 63%.
19-5 ratio. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Pretty good quarterback.
Yep. I was worried that when you saw it was a college quarterback, you were going to know it was Nico.
I don't know why I thought Arch first. I think I just went to
Arch fits though.
Yeah.
I should have kept conference hidden. Damn it. All right. So for our discussion today, where are we at for time? Are we bad? No, this actually probably work out perfect. So first up, we'll start with mine. I guess we'll both just give our opinions and then talk about it, see where we're at. So let's try not to, swing around in circles. Let's just give an opinion and give why we think. So first up, and I made both of these. So I think next week, Frankie, you will make two, one for yourself and one for me, like I have here. So okay. I was thinking, this was actually a conversation with somebody at work, but Jake versus prime Randy Johnson, over under 2.5 balls put in play out of 117 pitches. Now you're thinking to yourself, 117, that's like a really weird number. Why'd you do that? And in my brain, I put 100 at first and I was like, that's not enough. And I was like, I got to give myself a shot here. And I figure odds 117, he'll get tired. That's a full 9-inning game. And this guy, he's going full bore. He's not throwing weird pitches, throwing crazy shit. No, he's throwing like fastballs up the gut, fucking sweepers and all that bullshit.
Only
right?
Fastballs?
No. Everything.
Okay.
But the ball just has to be put in play inside the 2 foul lines. And it has to, I can bunt. I forgot to add this. I can bunt up to 10 times.
Okay.
So with that being said, do you think I can put more than 2.5 balls in play? Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be for a hit. It's just in between the 2 lines.
I think since you
10 bunts.
Yeah, I think since you get bunts, yes. You could realistically swing at the first 107 pitches. And then for the last 10, just try and bunt him every time while his stamina is down. I think if you were allowed no bunts, there would be a 1 in 117 chance that you put a ball in play. I would take the under 100% of the time.
So I'm very disappointed that you agree with me, and it's almost for exactly the same reasons. I literally thought to myself, I'm going to swing at the first 80 because I could swing with I can close my eyes and swing. I might hit one of them. Maybe it ends up in play, right? I do have a knack, not really a knack, but like I can put the eye on a ball, right? I'm going to swing and miss. I'm going to swing and miss at the first 30, 35, 40 probably before I even like tip one. And it's definitely going backwards because I'm going to be late as shit. I'm going to barely hit the bat. But as he's getting tired, and he has to try to throw strikes, by the way. He can paint the zone, but he can't just throw it way over my head because that was another loophole I thought you were going to use is, I'll just throw it behind you. You'll never touch it.
No, I think my other thought, too, is that if he brushes you off once or twice,
that's the problem.
So beyond fucked.
That's the problem is that with it being Randy Johnson, he's going to throw one at my dome. I'm going to barely back away, or it's going to hit me. If it hits me, I'm fucked. I'm dead probably. But it's also going to scare the shit out of me, and I'm going to be fucked. So, yeah. But I think with 117 pitches, I get to bunt for 10. I can get 3. I think back to when I was hitting off of you, right? You were probably throwing what, 70?
Maybe, yeah.
Call it 65. I was foul tipping a good amount, right? I even got my hands on the knuckleball. Okay. Broke your back.
I'm also not a pitcher, but I do remember. Yeah.
But you give me 100 pitches. By the time he's done, he's throwing 85. He'll be tired. I could catch up to 85.
I don't think he'd lose that much. This guy's
we're talking prime Randy Johnson. Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say
this is a guy. So he's down to 90. Give me 90. You're going to give me 90?
93 minimum.
No. I can still maybe catch up to that. I play MLB The Show.
Dude, he played in the league for how many years? A complete game for Randy Johnson is like 110 pitches.
Are you changing your mind then that I'm not going to hit it?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
You are? No.
I am.
Dude. Listen.
No. I am.
No. Nope. I'm going to basically...
Once you brought up the fact of you hitting off of me, I remembered how bad you were.
You know what I'm realizing, though? You know what I'm realizing? I'm going to get tired, too. I got to swing 117 times because I have to swing at every pitch. Fuck. I'm still going to say I could.
Have to, but...
I'm still going to say I could. Well, no, because if I don't, I'm missing an opportunity to tip one into play. I think that caveat of it being just in play.
That's true. It's not like you have to run to the base and get safe. I think it's
right
with the
if it was I got to make it to first, but he's the only one fielding. I still think I might have a chance, but way less of just put it in play. I mean, if I'm full swinging, it can be just a tip, but with the bunt, I have to try to push it. I can't just put my bat out there and hope for the best. I mean, it's gonna go if it touches it, but there's got to be a way to test this. There's got to be a batting cage that does 100.
Well, it's also like his arm angle made everything.
He's a lefty, though. I'm a righty. Difficult. I'm good there. Righty-lefty. I probably got at least 70 power, 42 contact.
70 power?
If I swing and it hits, it's going somewhere.
I don't know if I'd give you that much power.
With how hard he was throwing the ball, if I make contact, it's going to get out of the infield.
Yeah.
There might even be a home run, I ain't gonna lie.
No. I would put my life savings on the fact that you would not hit a home run. If he threw 10,000 pitches, I don't think you'd ever hit a home run off Randy Johnson. Prime Randy Johnson.
On an MLB field?
Yeah, no, 100% not.
10,000 but I don't get tired? 10,000 but I don't get tired?
Yeah.
If I had a potion where I wouldn't get tired, you don't think I can hit a home run in 10,000 pitches?
Nope.
Dude. 10,000? That's not... Dude, do you know how many pitches that is? I'm going to time it up eventually, and then it's just adding power. That's all there is to it. You know I hit my drives like 300 now consistently, right?
Yeah, I still don't
if it goes straight. All right, well, we just started a whole new discussion, but I think we've set our bounds here. I think I'm putting 3 in
Flip
play.
this discussion on me. If I'm given 117 pitches over under 2.5, you could adjust the line if you want.
Yeah, you definitely have to fix that line. You're going over that. You played baseball, and if you're allowed 10 bunts, you were a bunting machine when I watched.
Yeah. True.
So I would put the line at. I'd put it at 6.5.
Wow. Okay. I will take that line. I like that.
I think at a 6.5, you could easily go over, or you'd be just barely under.
Is this like me in my prime or me like now?
You now, because mine's now.
Ooh.
Yeah, you haven't seen a baseball thrown at you in what, 4 years?
Yeah.
117 pitches. You probably faced 90 at some point. No, you never saw somebody throw 90.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I feel like you did. I feel like I remembered you saying so. All right, good first discussion. Technically second. I mean, 100 man versus one gorilla was last week, but yeah. So my second one here, and this is the one I was more excited for, is Austin running up the middle with no lineman. This is just an Oklahoma drill versus an angry Ray Lewis. How many snaps until Austin taps out? Over under 2.5.
I'm probably taking the under.
I'm smashing the under.
Any pads?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're fully padded up, helmet, everything, and Ray Lewis has all of his too, and the scary big ones. Yeah. And we're talking Ray Lewis like I murdered somebody. Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I'm taking the under.
Not gold jacket. Damn it! You can't agree. It makes it less fun. But. So I thought this line was good. I feel like you get 2. I think you get 2 snaps. I think your first one you're really hurting, and then Ray Lewis gets mad that this little white boy, nobody, got back up after getting hit, and then he comes in hard and drives you into the turf. And I think you lose your breath, you can't breathe, and you tap out.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I'd probably like stand up and be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm good, let's go. And then the second one, I'm just like,
not good.
No.
Yeah, I'm not good. Yeah.
Although, if
this line,
I get jukes and everything. I have speed. I'm not gonna outrun him.
You know what an Oklahoma drill is, right?
Yeah.
You only have about that much room to run around, so there's no jukes. You just run at each other.
But that's the thing. I think that I could juke enough where like I would mitigate some of the pain, so maybe. I would get the over. Like, especially on the first 2.
This line, I was back and forth with 2.5 and 1.5. I think at 1.5, if I took the over at plus odds, it would be electric to watch. Because that first hit, you're going to get smoked. I'm going to be sitting there screaming, get up, one more, and you go home. And then you would just get absolutely obliterated, and I'd run out and celebrate with you, and you'd just be laying there. I'd be like, yeah, we won.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I believe there was a study done. Remember the show Sports Science?
Oh, yeah.
They looked at Ray Lewis's hitting abilities, and like he easily shattered like bones of the average body.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
So I think you're walking out of there with a couple broken bones and definitely like no wind in your pipes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, good start there. I like that. That's fun. Hopefully, you can come up with some better ones. I think we agreed too much on this one, but
yeah.
Now, here's a little caveat. You versus Clay Matthews. I think you go over.
I think I could make it over 2.5 with Clay.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, he's a scary motherfucker, but it's not anything near.
What about
what Ray is?
What about you versus? Okay, the line's bumped up to 3.5. It's you. What about me versus Ray? Do you think I could go 2.5?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I could.
I was gonna flip it.
I got some meat. Like, I think you're just too small.
I was gonna flip it and say like you versus Prime Barry Sanders in an Oklahoma drill. Out of 100 times, over under 1.5 stops.
Stops 0.
Yeah.
What? I'm not tackling Barry. Out of respect.
It's not even that you have to tackle him though. You just have to get him out.
I mean, the first one, he's definitely going to accidentally step out. Because I'm going to cheat and bump in the lines. Then he's going to go, that's bullshit. Bump it out. Ugh, I don't know. I don't. But that's the thing, though, is that Barry wasn't really a run you over guy. He was a finesse guy. So there's no room to finesse. Yeah. I don't know. You said prime Barry though, not now.
Yeah, prime.
Okay. What about you versus Jack Campbell?
Yeah, fuck Jack Campbell. I could take his ass.
He's not a scary guy, and he's a finesse tackler too. He's a wrap you up, and he's not really gonna hit you. I don't know though. Yeah. Oklahoma's are just beat the shit out of you. So, but where are we at for time here? Do we got to talk about something else, or are we good? We are perfect. This is a great summer episode right here. Did you have fun? I've been on your phone for the last 20 minutes, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've been getting in my lineups.
That's ridiculous. That's what we do during our podcast now. We used to be Menoculture, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Still a good episode. I fuck with the discussion part. What do you think? Let's do our discussions live on air. Do you think we should change anything?
No.
I think Guess Who eventually runs its course. So if anything, Guess Who gets replaced. Yeah, it's fun, but it's frustrating for me because you do all these random polls, and I do people like you should be getting, and I try to like make fun of you. So
okay, so next week I'll give you one that you should get.
Not even necessarily that, because then it feels worse when you don't get it. Like when you grew up watching the Lions, and then somebody throws Herman Moore at you, and you can't get it. Throwback, remember that?
Yeah,
the old Papa Tubbs interview. Speaking of, good friend of ours, Larry, mentioned possibly wanting to come on the show around football season, do a little preview action. So. Might have him
who the first overall pick should be in the fantasy football draft.
Yeah, he's the number. Actually, he's up there this year. He almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, but he would say the first overall draft pick is gonna be like golden.
No, do you know who he actually likes?
Tyler Lockett.
No,
I don't know.
No, we were talking about it over the weekend. Shit, name the running backs for me. He loves Genty. He loves Genty. He should probably be the first overall pick.
Henderson.
No, the one out of North Carolina.
Oh, Amari and Hampton.
Yeah, he loved him. He would be, if he had the first overall pick. That's probably who it would be.
Bad pick.
Yeah, but yeah. So we might. I might have him come over and we'll do a little preview, maybe like August time or something. That'd be kind of fun. So get some new peeps on here. Good. Yeah, I was telling him about it. He goes, "How many people listen?" I said, like 6, 8, maybe. Somewhere in there. Yeah. I said it's more just us and just staying connected. Yeah. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool." Yeah. All right. That wraps us up for this week. Everybody have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, door some tutties. We'll see you next week.
Peace.